Hello, this is Lisa Shea, and this is an unboxing of the 1ByOne Indoor HD TV antenna. So this plugs into pretty much any modern smart TV that is set up to handle an antenna to be able to bring in digital cameras. So we're going to open this up and take a look at what comes in this set. So we've got the big square box is the antenna part. So we've got a regular USB type of plug to plug into the wall for the booster part. That's the antenna there. This is the cable that goes from the booster part into the power plug so that it can get power for the booster part. It doesn't need power for the regular antenna part. This here is the booster part that would go in between the antenna and the TV if you needed it. So we're going to do a test here first without the booster, and then we're going to do a test with the booster attached in the middle of it. But the antenna has a regular coax cable and will plug directly into the TV without anything else. So this right here is the antenna. The antenna is safely within this plastic rectangle. And then you have the cable that plugs into the back of your TV with a regular coax system. And it comes tied with a twist tie so that the cable does not get all loose, but there's plenty of space, and then a couple little stickers if you need to stick things. And the manuals, although the manuals are very slim, they don't really need to give you much information. In essence, you just screw this thing into your TV and then stick it on a wall or in a window, wherever you want to stick it to try to get the best signal. So those are the component pieces that you get. So now we've got the antenna into the back of the TV, going up over the picture frame and then hanging over the curtain rod. Alright, so here we are. We currently have no signal, and we're going to go into the settings on our TV, and we're going to ask our TV to go out and seek signals using the new antenna. So until now we have gotten no signals at all. So without an antenna it saw nothing at all. So we're going to go in here to channels, channel tuning, and we're going to do the automatic option. So it says start, and it's out there looking. So far it hasn't found any channels at all, but look, now it's found 4. I will comment that we live south of Worcester, Massachusetts, so the antennas that we could reach are out near Boston and down near Providence, so they aren't nearby necessarily, but they aren't on the other end of the planet. We're not living in a very, very rural area, but it has to look a little bit of distance to find them. So far it's found 51 channels, and that is what we've got. And now it's kicking down to the other levels. So the antenna, TV, found nothing. Cable, we don't have this connected to any sort of cable line right now. We just have it connected through Wi-Fi to be able to play YouTube and that sort of stuff, but not an actual cable connection to this TV, which is part of why we wanted to be able to do the TV antenna to get it through the airwaves. But it's still going through and looking, just in case it finds something. And no surprise, it did not find anything. And then regular cable TV. So again, we're not expecting it to find any cable signals since we don't have it connected to the cable signals. What we're interested here is the antenna digital TV with the device that we just connected. So this device that we've got says that it has an up to 80-mile range, and that is what we are getting. So now we're looking at some of the channels, showing channel 2-2, which is a PBS channel. Let's go down to the next one, 2-3. So we've got multiple versions of channel 2 coming from different stations. Channel 4, we happened to do this testing while the Republican National Convention was running, so you'll see some different images of that in plain sight on a Star TV. So we're getting not only just CBS and NBC, but we're getting all sorts of different kinds of stations now through this. You could probably tell the exact time we're watching it based on what's coming through. Hogan's Heroes on Me TV. So the picture quality is very good on all of these, even though they're a fair distance away. Ooh, a whale shark, I think is what those things are. So good quality across these various channels. No issues at all. There's good quality sound on it. And like I said, it's a range of things. So it's got the main stations, but also some of the smaller kinds of stations. Stargate, Parkour, Adventures. So now we're looking at the actual channel listing for it. You can see we got multiple of 2, multiple of 4, multiple of 5, and so on. We'll just scroll down so that you can take a look at the different kinds of options that we have in here. And sometimes when you land on a channel, it takes a minute or so for it to fill in the information about the actual name of the thing that's running. So you can see there it says loading while it's thinking of what those channels are actually playing at the moment. But then it fills it in. So we're down to channels in the 66 range. Bounce TV and Get TV. It's playing Sanford and Son. Got some NCIS LA playing. And then down into the IPs which are coming. We do have this connected to the Wi-Fi. So we are getting some internet TV stations through the TV setting itself. But that's separate from what the antenna is drawing in. Right, so now we have put the booster in the line, and the booster requires the power connection. So it's nearly the same setup going out to the antenna, which is hanging on the wall. So now we've gone back into the tuning menu to see with the booster if we get any extra channels out of this. So it's going through its search again, starting with 0. We're up to 4. It's chugging along to see what it finds. 30, 38, 54, so it found 54. So we just got a couple more little extraneous channels from the booster. And we're just going to skip the rest because we know it's not going to find any more in the system. Oh wait, we're not. I guess Bob was trying to skip the rest, and I said, oh, just let it run, just so we can show exactly how this works in each one. So we're not going to find any more on the other 2. So let me say what else it says on the product page for this. It's 4K, 1080p. They say that the technology filters out cell phone and FM signals, so you try to get a nice clean signal for the digital side of things. I will comment that of course it matters where you live in terms of what antennas are near you, whether they are close or far away. We happen to be fairly lucky that we live in the center of Massachusetts, so that we do have antennas at least within a reasonable range that we can get to, either out in Boston or down in Providence, Rhode Island. So this thing finished its search, and we just got a couple more channels into the mix. So we're going to go down the list again. So we started at the 2-2 and 2-3, 2 different PBS stations. We got a couple of 4s, a couple of 5s. So because we're reaching multiple antennas in multiple locations and in multiple states as it happens, you end up with multiple copies of a given channel number. So that's why you have that -1, -2 kind of stuff going on. But you can see there's Court TV is in there. All sorts of different kinds of channels. We could watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine. CW's in there, Ion. So it's not like you're just getting the old style broadcast channels. You're getting a nice range of options in here that you can watch, again, depending on where you live and what kind of channels are within the range of what you can reach. So that is how the antenna works. It works quite nicely for us. Nice, good quality. Very easy to set up. And now it's all ready to go and watch. Ask with any questions in the comment area.